cleanser that has bleach in it. So
paint cleanser, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's something that's got bleach in it, but it's not like 100% bleach.
I actually use that for my Tupperware because there's nothing I found short of a dishwasher that's that good at taking flavor and smell out of plastics.
Exactly. Yeah. I have tile countertops, and bleach is pretty much the only thing that'll get all the gack out of the
Oh,
ground.
God.
Yeah. So,
Ew.
Yeah. Well, it came with the house. We're getting ready to replace that, but in the meantime, I've got lots of little 4-inch tiles surrounded by grout. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yuck.
Oh, 4-inch. They're tiny.
Oh, they're tiny.
You're lucky. The last one of those I had to deal with was 1-inch tiles. It was horrible. I didn't want to touch it, like, ever.
Yeah.
The guy who taught me how to brew beer, he used to, he taught me, this is almost 30 years ago now, that he said to use baking soda to clean the white plastic buckets that we fermented in, because anything else, he said, would make scratches, and where bacteria and would live, no matter how much you sanitize them, they would, you'd have contaminated batches. So for a long time, that's all I used was baking soda and sodium metabisulfite.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, probably also the high pH would kill a lot of things too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't dilute it too much.
Well, we got off of yeast and into sanitizing.
Yeah, I know. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Well, yeast is sanitizing is part of yeast.
It is very much so. Yeah.
Killing all that other yeast.
And we got to talking. What was it? Pete said the second most prevalent way that yeast goes sideways is lack of sanitation.
Yeah, and that's totally fair. One of the reasons why I use K1V as much as I do is because there are some times when I'm using fruit that's already started to ferment. When I'm doing my apple run, I can't help it. The stuff's going to start fermenting if I don't either sulfite the crap out of it or get the yeast into it right away. And I to maximize my yield when I'm doing my cider run, I like to let it sit. I grind up the apples and then let it sit with pectinase, and I find to get a better yield that way. And if I do that, then half the time what I get out of there is only like half the specific gravity I'm expecting because it started fermenting already. So either, I sulfate the crap out of it, or I hit it with K1V and just say, fine, ferment, but you're going to ferment on my terms, because, K1V's got the good kill factor. And also, I find K1V really good with apples.
Yep. Like for cider, you mean?
Yeah. Cider and sizer. I found it has a lot of nice esters, which may be from fermenting it too hot, but I don't care, because I like the taste. And I know some of the people who live in, I think it was, who was it? Medicine Faye was saying that K1V was one of the best ones when you don't have good temperature control and you are subject to warm temperatures.
Well, maybe I need to go get me 4 or 5 packets of that then.
It is an all-round good yeast for temperature. It handles the same temperature as AC without going gangbusters, which is quite good. That's the 1118, sorry. I think actually it's known to throw more interesting compounds when kept cold, which is possibly also why I'm having such great personal success with it, because I keep it so damn cold.
That's possible too, but I don't do temperature control at all, and I still get that nice estery flavor with my ciders. Now it's also possible that might be from the wild yeast that got a start on it, but that
you also live in a freezer.
No, I don't. It was 30 degrees the other day, Celsius.
Oh, well, Medicine does call his brew room the Fusel Shack.
The Fusel Shack, so yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Pete,
I know that's the thing with Canada is you've got a really wide range of temperatures. Like, we go from plus 30 to minus 30.
Yeah. Pete,
so that's what I get to contend with.
I was telling them about your heavenly brew room where you've got, everything known to man and all temperature controlled and everything. You want to tell us about that?
No, it's right now it's in a different state. I've had some other things that I've been working on. So the brew house has basically given way to some other things that I've been working on. But, it won't be that hard to put it back into shape, so.
So
Yeah, so I basically just have, like, a filtration setup, a cartridge filter, the Enomatic, I've got a box freezer that's got a digital digital voltage controller on it, so I can crank it way down when I want to for my fermentations, and I can put my fermentation vessels in there. I've got a couple of racks of test tubes and inoculating loop, a microscope, and I can always buy selective media when I want to kind of figure out what's going on with the yeast, or if I feel like I've got something in there that shouldn't be in there. I can use, I've got access, like anybody else really, to buy media, as in auger, that is selective, that will keep certain strains from growing and allow others to grow.
Well, there's access, and then there's knowing what to do with it once you have it. I switched to business after my freshman year of trying to be a biologist, and I don't, remember a whole lot beyond the whole vertebrate development stuff that I had. So,
vertebrate development's not good for fermenting, I guess.
Not really. Yeah, you really don't need VD when you're brewing. Yeah, no, getting D's in vertebrate development convinced me that I really wasn't biologist material. So.
Yeah, it's the lab practicals that'll kill you in the upper tracks.
Oh, it was the lab practicals that were killing me in the lower tracks. I enjoyed the hell out of the labs, but I, for whatever reason, wasn't very good at it. So, it sucked.
It was way better with the bio labs than the fluid mechanics labs.
I wouldn't even know.
Those were hellish.
John used to come home bitching about what he called thermogoddamics. It was sadistics.
We had sadistics too.
Sadistics, thermogoddamics, and diffie screw, which was differential equations. So because John's an electrical engineer, so
Look, I'm an integral.
Yeah. It was hilarious. Yeah, he called it diffie screw, and we'd sit around on the weekends drinking beer, and he'd be bitching about thermogoddamics,
We called it thermodynamics, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I love it.
Yeah. And still have the textbooks around here somewhere, which is a testament to our pack readiness, We have that.
Oh yeah. Still got all of my college books too.
Yeah, I don't have all of them. I remember the day after we graduated, we took the chemistry books out and shot them with shotguns. That was very satisfying.
Well, that's funny.
Oh, it was
God, I wish I'd been playing with firearms around that time, because I would have done that with the fluid dynamics.
Oh yeah, we set the chemistry book up on a fence rail, and we shot the hell out of that sucker. I mean, it looked like the printer in Office Space when we were done with it. It was pretty.
If I ever find my fluid dynamics lab book, that's what I'm doing. That's my next target practice.
There you go.
Thank you for that idea.
You are so very welcome.
Books are too sacred for me. I've still got a wall full of books from uni behind me, or college, as you.
I wouldn't do it with the textbooks. I wouldn't do it with the textbooks, but my lab book, that is useless to me now.
First year chemistry is not a textbook; it is a torture device. Okay, just saying.
No, my lab book, that was a torture device.
First year chemistry, where I went to college, was used as a tool to eliminate you from college. That's all it was there for. That's it.
No, that was calculus.
Yeah, that too. But they told you in chemistry. They sat there and said, "Look to your left, look to your right. Only one of the three of you is going to be here at the end of this school year, and my job is to make you go away." That
sounds just like Dr. Bastard. we had a professor who called himself Dr. Bastard.
Yeah, ours was Doc Barry. He was the faculty advisor for the Teaks fraternity. So if you're
we had a Dr. Fascist.
Oh my.
Dr. Fascist, I love it. And the dog
he liked that. He liked to do explanations involving elasticity of materials by describing putting a noose around a student's neck and pulling.
Yeah, mine used to chase, Dr. Barry used to chase women out by standing up on the podium, smoking cigarettes, and talking about how a woman's place was in the kitchen, barefoot and pregnant, and I don't even know why she would go to college. Half the women in the class left crying by the third session. It was hilarious.
Oh, he's lucky. I would have thrown things at him.
Oh, no,
That's what I did with my high school.
I sat in the
high school teacher who did stuff like that.
No, that was this Doc Barry. He was the most un-PC person you ever met. I sat in the front row for the whole first semester, front row center, and stared at him. He asked me to be in his tutoring group at the end of the semester. I was like, what?
Oh, man.
I was too starved.
All right.
To go.
Well,
Yeah,
I think maybe
back on track. Yeah.
we should probably roll versus reminisce and you know, do commercials.
Yeah. Pete?
Yeah.
We're fixing to wind up.
Hello.
It's been awfully wonderful having you back, if only for tonight. I hope you get to come back more.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we can work it in. It's just a matter of, enough lead time to make sure that I've got everything all slammed out here.
yeah.
Cool.
Well, I mean, we do back to basics every week at 7 your time. So, if you
And our next batch of topics is going to be on mead styles. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do when. We're going to try to, pair it along with whoever our meadery interview is going to be. But definitely we would be very happy to have you and your input for any of the mead styles.
Oh, yeah. You're always welcome. I know Tuesday's a school night for you, but still, you are welcome anytime you want to come, man. You know that.
Thanks, appreciate that. It's always fun talking to you guys, too. And it's like I say, I always learn something new one way or the other.
He learned something from us. That's cool.
Yeah, of course.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it was great to speak to you in person the first time.
Yeah, same way with you, Hamish. My nephew is an Aussie.
Aha.
Yeah, he's from
Good luck for him.
from Melbourne.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So are you going to be joining Vicky and Chrissie when you come over here?
Yeah, we're getting a posse to go to Australia
Friggin'
next
block
fall.
party there.
Sounds like, yeah. So, yeah.
Hey, maybe we could get a group rate.
There we go. Maybe
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, Pete, you got all sorts of connections. You got any cousins or aunts or uncles with a private jet that we could rent?
Well, the preponderance of my cousins are over in Perth, Canberra, and then they've also got some over there in Melbourne and Sydney area.
Perth's a bit hard, but we can do the rest of it.
Oh, and Fremantle, too. Forgot Fremantle.
Yeah, that's just Perth.
Yeah.
It's like Perth near, huh?
Yeah.
Perth adjacent.
Perth adjacent. There we go.
Greater Perth area.
If anybody out there in Radioland is wondering, when Vicky always talks about our after show and how we don't record it, we're basically recording our after show chat right now.
Right now.
Maybe we should get to our commercials.
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's
should.
funny.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and step off because I turn into a pumpkin here in about 15 minutes because I
yeah.
get up at dark 30.
Yep, because it's a school night.
Yep, exactly.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on, and I'll ping you, for whenever you want to come next.
Yeah, great. Hey, Manny, it was great speaking to you. If you're
Likewise.
and Hamish, like I said, great to meet you, and we got a connection there because my nephew's from Australia. My sister got married, went down to Australia, got divorced, came back, and brought the nephew in tow, so we're happy about that.
Rescued him from Australia.
Yeah.
Well, everything's out to kill you there,
It is
right?
there. Everything's out to kill, including the kangaroos, apparently.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. That was a great video.
God.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure, and like I said, I'll definitely come back, and I don't know when, but I'll definitely come back.
All right, cool. Like a bad penny,
Awesome.
man. Like a bad penny.
That's it.
Thanks a
like
lot,
a bad penny. All right, you guys take care.
All right,
Take care.
talk
Look
to you
forward to it.
later.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Oh, the dogs are hearing me say bye to Pete, and they're all running for the door now. The problem with dogs that understand English, I'm telling you.
Uh-huh. So, shall I get your commercial read now?
Ooh, please, thank you.
Did you know that in addition to running Got Mead, Vicky's actually a marketing specialist? With her company, Craft Beverage Marketing, she specializes in working with craft beverage companies making mead, cider, beer, wine, and spirits to find the best and most profitable